Welcome to this video where I want to talk about the door to a self-managing business. The door to a self-managing business. Now, most business owners don't own a business. Even though we say we own a business, actually, if we are honest, the business owns us. The business owns them. I know this because I've been there. I've built a business that looked successful from the outside. People thought that, wow, this is going amazing. But behind the scenes, if I was honest, I was stuck, exhausted, and deep down I knew everything would collapse without me if I don't put in all the hours. And maybe you've been there. You kind of build a golden cage. Maybe you are making some money, maybe you are successful, and to the outside people envy you, but inside you actually know that you're just holding it together. Now, I realized something painful basically, and that is that if your business can't run without you, you don't own a business, you own a job. If your business can't run without you, you own a business. You don't own a business, you own a job. It might be a high-paying job, but it is still a job. Now, fast forward to the moment when my son was born here in Mallorca. Okay, this is my son, Paco, and now we don't always give him this nutritious food. He also gets some other food as well. But basically, when he was born, I stood in the hospital holding him, and for once I really wasn't rushed. I wasn't checking emails between contractions, otherwise I would have to have a big conversation, long conversation with my wife. I wasn't worrying about clients or fulfillment. I was present. I was present. And in that moment, it kind of really hit me. This is really what freedom looks like. This is what freedom is as a business owner. It's not just about the fancy cars, the bigger offices, or even the first class upgrades that are nice. True freedom is being able to choose where you spend your time, where you want to spend your time, and being present for what really, really matters. So that's why I'm obsessed with building self-managing businesses, because I've seen what happens when business owners don't. It's just a matter of time. If we don't really build a self-managing business, it's about time that there will be burnout, that broken families will be the result, because you are working all the time, and then at some point you actually regret even starting your own business. But I've also seen the other side, founders who finally kind of step back, who get their life back and realize there is hope, there's a different way to actually run a business, who design businesses that can run and grow without them needing to be in every detail. Now, here's the truth. The first kind of a phase is we are needed, we are building it, but then what got us here will not get us to the next level, and that's where we have to shift. And that's really what I want for you, and that's why this channel actually exists. I want to show you how to build a self-managing business, a business that can grow and run without you working in the business, so you can actually work on the business, on the strategy. So, what is a self-managing business? It's not about walking away. So it's not a self-leading business, so that basically you are not involved anymore and you just have a board position or you just invested into the business. No, you are still the leader of the business, but you are not in the everyday management and operations. You're not being hands off. It's really about being strategic, working on the business. So it means you set up your team to run the day-to-day systems and playbooks that you create consistency, and you have a dashboard that gives you clarity and that you know what is actually happening at each moment in time. And you can finally get to be the architect of your business and not the firefighter. Now, we are all at times firefighting in our business, but at the same time, as we want to firefight, or as we most of the time don't want, but as we are firefighting, we are also installing some really systems and some strategies so that the fire next time will not happen, and where we actually can get out of the firefight, because we become the architect of the business. So you spend time on vision, strategy, and growth rather than emails, approvals, putting out all the fires. So why am I here on YouTube? I didn't want another platform just to shout kind of into the noise. I really wanted a place to teach, to share, to document the lessons I've learned helping business owners break free from daily operations. Because here's what I've noticed after working with hundreds of business owners. Almost everyone starts their business for this beautiful word, the word freedom. You know, it might be time freedom, might be financial freedom, freedom to choose, how to live. But fast forward a few years and freedom normally is the last word we use when we are trying to explain how we are living. And that needs to basically be turned around. So instead of being chained to the calendar full of emergencies, we want the team to make decisions without us, because they have a framework to actually work through. So that actually a vacation feels possible and not impossible. Because sometimes now it feels like everything will fall apart if we just take a few days away from the business. So if you don't want to be stuck in the entrepreneur's trap, basically of needing to be there for everything, you're at the right place, and I'm excited you are here, because I want to help you and walk alongside of you in building a self-managing business. Now, the next step, a good next step is to actually watch a full masterclass. I uploaded a full masterclass. You can click on it here somewhere. But the full masterclass, I actually walk you through the 3 essential keys to designing a self-managing business, so that you can get the exact map that you need, the roadmap to actually design the business, the self-managing business. I'll show you exactly the path and the steps needed to build a business that can run without your daily involvement. So I encourage you to watch it now, because you will not stumble into a self-managing business, even though maybe that's the goal. It will not just one day you will wake up and it will be there. You need to become the architect of a self-managing business. You build it piece by piece, system by system. It will take some time, but with the right path and the right clarity and the right support, you actually will see how this is going to make a huge difference. And I'm here to walk the journey with you, and I'll see you in the masterclass.